Get off. Says what? Saskatchewan. By the way, the two pilots, the Shuji and Machu, the the three main characters, seem to be piloting the mobile suits mainly through new type
New type bullshit.
new type instinct, yeah. And like one of the things that they showed was like Machu, the chick got the main chick got flashbanged, like literally got hit with a flashbang grenade. And
I was gonna say,
yes,
I can't think of a bad joke here.
Well, you could do the whole Hellsinger Bridge joke, but they'll flash and they'll bang. But no, like she gets like flashbanged, and
But
like
she still knows where everything is.
well, for a while she's like a little bit helpless, but Shuji basically talks her through the new type thing connection, and like basically they make use of Newton's one of Newton's law. Remember Newton is the most dangerous man in space.
In space, everyone can hear you scream.
But no. Basically, earlier in the fight, Machu's axe got launched out of her hand by getting shot. But Newton's
She got it back, didn't she?
kind of. She did get it back after she used her new type powers to find the axe and lure one of the guys to hitting themselves in the head with the one of the mobile suits in the head with the axe, and when your head gets destroyed, you lose.
So she got a free kill.
Basically.
I am drained. I'm like melting in my chair right now. Wish that was a joke. That should have been a win. So you're playing against the Shadow? My brain's fried.
Prime 2. My favorite Prime.
More prime numbers. You know, it's funny. The first number in the Prime series that isn't Prime is the fourth game. Because one is technically Prime, but it's not. But it's not called that. It's just called Metroid Prime. And then you have Metroid Prime 2, and 2 is a prime number. And then Metroid Prime 3, which is a prime number.
Where does Federation... Is Federation Force a prime number?
If you look at it hard and sideways, yes. Anything could be a prime number at that point, though. I've seen people try to say that they've proven the Riemann hypothesis wrong and that even numbers are prime.
No.
Which, for those of you that don't know, that defies the very definition of
Of a
it.
prime
The
number.
Riemann hypothesis is not conjecture. It's pretty well proven to be, foolproof, but close enough.
You mean the fact that it's at least divisible by 2 plus itself.
Well, yeah, the Riemann hypothesis is a way of estimating primes. It gives you the upper and lower bound on what the next prime is. So if someone found a way to defy it, then they would be very famously rich and famous because they would prove a major field of mathematics wrong. Of course, we can't do that because every time someone was trying to do it, their logic was flawed. Or they were stupid. Or both. Usually both.
Now we play. Seven's a prime number, right?
Yes. The prime numbers are kind of 1, because 1 is only divisible by 1 in itself, but both of them are the same thing. 2, 3, 5, 7, 11, 13, 17, 19, 23. Those are the ones I remember off the top of my head. Not having the whole thing for too long.
23 is a prime number? No. 21 is 7 times 3. Never mind.
Yeah.
Like, I'm getting my...
Don't worry, people do it all the time. Some people even think that even numbers can be, whatchamacallit for some reason. So you're fine. You only thought about it for a second and then said an immediate answer. There's nothing wrong with that.
Like,
Something wrong when you post it to the internet and don't cringe when you introduce your solution to the Riemann hypothesis and then find out.
I forgot to math. You know,
There we go.
I find it weird. No, I don't find it weird, but I find it weird that how many people fear math class.
Trust me, Shadow, I had smart people that feared math class. I was the only person who got exponentials correct for a while. They just kind of clicked in my head.
I like
exactly how it feels. The other side.
the math class that I kind of didn't have I had a little bit of a hard time was geometry, and it wasn't the first half of geometry. It was when they started introducing decimals. I don't do decimals very well.
You may be have this calculator.
I can do the decimals now, kind of. I just have to turn them into fractions, honestly.
What's wrong with decimals? What do you find difficult about them?
Uh, Too many numbers to memorize. I guess. Like, my thing is like, I memorized most of addition and subtraction. Oh hey, boss fight. Hi
Let's
DS.
get to scan it.
Um, I can do decimals. It's just like when during school, like I kind of made it a thing to memorize most of the multiplication chart.
I'm gonna sound hypocritical here, but memorization isn't always the correct answer to things.
I know. Here is Dark Samus.
Oh, right, that was this boss. She has the shotgun for some fucking reason.
Why do I feel like
Ow.
I'm doing more damage than I have this on veteran, right? I mean,
You had it on veteran and I saw it.
I just remember the boss is taking much more. Then again, this is an early boss, and you don't have the other beams, so.
Yeah, they don't expect you to do a hell of a lot. Just
I-
strafe and smile, boys. Strafe and smile.
I just love that there's part of the internet who has Dark Samus as basic, like unsuited as a
Yeah, Samus but evil.
Samus, but
Not
blue.
mild, yeah. Samus but evil and blue. Is that? No, I mean literally blue. She was green, she would die.
I'm blue, double D, double die, double D, double die. I am in need of a guy.
Queen, I'm a dollar. If I'm queen, I'm a dollar. I'm a queen, I'm a dollar. I'm a queen, I'm a dollar. I'm sorry, man. My joints are just hurting a lot lately. Yesterday, when I got off of, off the computer and I went to go sit down and sleep, I got to sleep relatively painlessly. Then my phone popped. Boop, 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 boop. Whatever the hell my ringtone is for getting a text message. So 12:30 at night, I got a text message. I check it, thinking that's got to be something important. No, it was someone asking me, "Where do I park tomorrow?" I'm like, oh, it's a morning shift. They want to make certain. So I told him where to park, and he's like, "Oh no, your other job, the one you're doing later in the day, that's at 4 p.m." He texted me at 12:30 in the morning and woke me up from a dead sleep so he could ask me where to park at 4 p.m. the next day.
I like when I was working, I had my fucking phone on do not disturb. You do not disturb me before work. There is the 3 things in this world you don't do: disturb me before work, disturb me before work and fuck with my models. Why is disturb me before I wake up? I mean, you know. Granted, also, I go, even when I worked, went to bed later than most people did because.
Oh no, did I just screw myself over? I did.
We got a new beam Gull.
Who's Beam Gull?
I'm just saying we got a new beam. Comma Gull.
You never laugh at my jokes anymore.
I'm sorry. It's hard to tell the jokes from the non-jokes.
It's almost like you don't even know me anymore, Shadow.
I know you too well. That's the issue. The issue is I can't tell the fucking sarcasm. You know me too well.
I fell into a sarcasm. No one try and help me.
Oh, Pirate Grenader. Hey, how about you, sir? Fuck off and there is no ore. Fuck
off and die.
Fuck off
and make it painful. We don't want you here. We want you in the ground. Please note that this song I'm singing is not intended to be taken as a threat to anyone in their livelihood or body. I'm talking to the video game character.
Who happen to be evil.
Who happen to be Beagle.
Don't hate beagles. They're adorable. Although they are yappy. I'm pretty sure they are a yappy dog. I don't do well with
I want to yap.
Shadow don't do well with yappy dogs. You may ask yourself, Shadow, why don't you do well with the yappy dogs? 'Cause, Shadow's autistic and doesn't do loud noises. But he does like to dance. No. Do 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 do. Okay, let's actually point the Wiimote at the fucking thing. Do 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 do. It doesn't like my playing with the Wiimote. You can tell like it's just trying to catch up with my hand.
I don't want that one
You can't see the world will bow down to. Well, better me to your brand new king. I need to turn this to darkness. The darkness in your soul. You can't understand The darkness in your soul. Don't you know? Don't you see the charge of the Lamborghini? By the way, speaking of Yu-Gi-Oh cards, I have I have found my least favorite. Uh, um, One of my least favorite hand traps. Not hand traps. Floodgates. It is light imprisoning mirror. I've had it flipped on me too many times, and once in Master Duel even, which is not even that good in Master Duel anymore. Which means someone was just like, I'm just like, oh no. I already had to deal with light impersonating mirror. Everyone puts in their fucking extra deck because I play light swords.
Wait, light imprisoning mirror?
Yeah,
You said hand trap though.
I meant flood. I meant to say floodgate.
Yeah, I can see how that would ruin your day. That's what happens when a local metagame evolves, though. You start getting oddities, things that shouldn't be.
No, light imprisoning mirror's always been a good pick. It's just the fact that I am.
Well, it's a good pick when people are playing light decks. That is a qualifier that does need to be added.
Or when the metagame has a really good light deck. Like, light swords. uh, 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 um, um,
Did it crash?
no, was that my capture card that died? The system is still up. I don't need any more. Did something fry it? The system's still running. I'm gonna replug shit. Motherfucker!
You died while it was like that?
Yeah. How far back pre-Dark Samus fight?
Well, now you get to try it again.
So,
What's up? Oh.
Dark Samus.
That one is cool. Well, no, she's down for a fight. Is Dark Samus even a she? I don't want to. I don't want to misgender the killer robot living organism
thing. I've always counted what Dark Samus was before as a she, so maybe.
True. Oh, that's the wrong. Okay. Better for me though. Yeah, that makes sense. Seems you killed it the second time even faster.
Because I actually knew what the fuck I was doing.
Shadow, I think you already know.
Oh, I didn't get that.
How the hell do I start a poll in here as Shadow?
A poll?
Yeah.
Do you want to start a poll?
Yeah. What do you think Metroid Prime the Metroid Prime's pronouns would be? He, she, he, him, she, her, they, them, fuck you. Which kind of works because Samus, Iran is right there. I thought the joke was funny, at least.
I thought it was a little funny.
You can't agree with me, Shadow. You're supposed to cancel me so that I can go and get huge endorsements from people in the manosphere, become a huge fucking hit over there. And then I can be yelling at men and telling them to their face that they're a fucking disgrace. And they're kicking their can all over the place.
What jam was in your face? What's up, man? Rock your body. Make sure you don't break nobody.
Ooh. That was a small pain between the shoulders. Ooh.
Sharp or dull?
All of a sudden, one of my muscles just didn't like it. How I moved.
Okay. Sharp then, okay.
Sudden and sharp is the pain that I'm feeling in my back tonight.
It fucking hurts.
It's super sharp tonight. Oh.
You know what sucks about being overweight? Well, besides being overweight.
A couple things?
Like... Which the reason I've been trying to lose weight is... Sometimes you worry that if it's a heart attack or heartburn. Which is it?
I get that all the time, though. It's not something special.
Yeah, but for me it's kind of very relevant because, like, when I have fried rice, my body's like, hey, do you like do you like the shrimp that fried this rice?
Hey, Shadow, are you telling me a shrimp fry this rice?
Exactly.
Did I just screw myself over hardcore? No. That'll open up a bunch. In fact, that'll open up a bunch. That opened up a couple things.
Humongosaur? Gull, I'm gonna guess you're too old for when Ben 10 came out, right?
A little bit, yeah.
Fair. I mean, I technically was too, but like, I was also a kid who liked cartoons. I watched Pokemon until I was a young adult. Cuckoo. We're all in this together. We're all in this together. Together, eating burgers and our fries. Fucking Ing. I don't think the Ing are in for the fuck. You know what the I mean. Ing are dumb. They eat rocks. Do they really eat rocks? No.
Don't forget to save.
Yep. Always, when I go by a save point, you gotta fucking save. If you don't, you're gonna be a slave to the wage.
You literally saved.
So now I'm not a slave to the wage. You know what? Fuck it. It's probably faster to just go through the fucking pit of 100 Phazon. Oh, Phazon. Ow! Shadow, I wonder about your sanity sometime. But it's so pretty. Look at it. So.
Okay. Turn that noise down a little bit more. I have the music at 50%, at 20%. It was still too loud.
At least
How are you, Shadow?
I currently have a song from I assume is Disney's hit teeny bop movie Um, um, High School Musical stuck in my head. I assume it's. Don't
Funny,
ask.
the back of my head is just a monkey symbol. But it only has one of the symbols, so it's more of a noise.
The monkey. Tell me what the monkey. Do you know the monkey man? The monkey man? The monkey man!
The Monkey Man.
Yes, I know the monkey man.
The
Well,
Monkey Man.
the monkey.
Shadow, are you bloomin' insane? There's no Monkey Man. I'm just worried he's losing his mind.
I'm always bloomin' losing my mind. Oh god, oh god, oh god, where the...
If someone shows up soon, I'm sleepy.
I mean, to be fair, the only other person showing up is probably Red. Maybe Blaze if he's feeling streamy again. But Blaze has been on like 2 people's stream for like a whole month, so I can understand.
Oh no, not a whole month.
Says the person.
Yeah, that would be the joke.
I get the joke, Gull.
That would be the joke, you hosier.
You know, lately I've been wishing I could live in Canada.
Nothing wrong with having a dream to achieve someday. Unfortunately, we've got you here for 10 minutes. The timer never starts. Fucking idiots. I screwed myself over. I think I screwed myself over.
You may ask yourself, is this your beautiful wife?
And you may ask yourself, is this my favorite video game? And you may ask yourself, where will we be dropping? As the days go by and the kills are underground. I don't know. Something like that for a song. I think you could get it to work if you try hard enough. My brain can't try hard enough.
Now we have the light beam. Beam of light. Light beam. Pyong.
And now we have the racism beam. Sorry, just like thinking about that for a quarter of a second. It's just like, yeah, that would be a little too on the nose, wouldn't it?
Just a wee bit.
Just a wee bit. Just a wee bit, me lad.
Just a wee bit, me lad. Guybrush, I'm afraid we're gonna have to...
Guybrush, I'm afraid we're caricatures in a video game. Oh no, what can we do? Nothing, Guybrush. We're caricatures in a video game. This is all I can say, and whatever else they programmed me with.
And the coolest part of the light beam.
The coolest part of waking up is light beam in your cup. It makes the crystals bigger, right?
Actually, adds a killing effect to the crystals. To the
You murderer.
very evil.
Damn it. Click that.
He did not want to click that. He ordered, he said no cheese on the cheeseburger. No, he said no pickles.
And then you may ask yourself, why do I have pickles on this? And you may ask yourself, who should I complain to? And you may ask yourself, why did I drive here in my big automobile? And you may ask yourself, am I right or am I wrong?
Well, you may ask yourself, where'd you come from? Where'd you go? Where'd you come from? Conai Joe.
Oh my god, I didn't see it coming. He did the Cotton Eye Joe one.
He didn't see it coming. Man, yeah, right for right. You've done it.
Go.
Now we're back in the light world.
This song that Corone and Mume covered.
Corone and Moon. She is the crone. But she's not the crow. That would be crow me.
We brush her teeth.
Ugh. Apparently, 8-bit drummer, reacted to Gura's song or said something, made comments on Gura's song, basically saying, "Yeah, it sounds like it comes from a dark place."
Less dark place and more accepting who she is and what she's done. She's had a tough time with it from the very start, so I mean, I kind of understand that a lot of people take it to mean things that I don't think it means because they want to be angry at Hololive, not because they want what's best for the talents. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's a Troid. It is a Metroid. Be like it.
Hey, I'm going to even that out. Okay, there we go.
Metroid 3. Do 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 do. It's a pirate attacking a prime game. I love that. I feel like the prime, like the pirates attacks theme in the regular games is fine, but then there's the prime version. It just like it's great, and the only reason it really doesn't wear down on you is because it is really good. Oh.
Shadow, why are you blowing everything up in the room?
Because it's for a tank.
Art piece.
It's probably a missile tank, probably. If I really think about it.
You don't have to think that hard. They are the same basic concept.
I don't think I can really get it yet anyway, but like it's just cool to clear that out. Blue tree! Ugh. Won't you know its name?
Too bad it's not the third game. Don't get free information about where the items you're missing are.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm fully going for 100% this time. I might, but I don't know this game as well as I do Prime 1. Because before I even did the Let's Play, I already 100%ed Prime 1. Once, maybe twice. Oh, that's a fucking war wasp.
Oh, okay.
Oh, hey, a health tank. You can tell Metroid Prime 1 is when they start putting in the 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 Halo uh the Halo-esque design.
There we go. Yeah. Ball puzzles.
Energy tank acquired. Woo. Oh, there's my stomach. Give me 5. Okay, use the restroom.
Hey, Red.
You must construct additional pylons.
Pylons. Pylons. You must construct additional pylons.
I take it Shadow is away.
He just stepped away. His stomach was hurting him.
Sounds like a fun time. Sarcasm fully intended. Did you say go left? Because that's what the title says.
God damn it, Shadow.
At least it didn't tell you to use surf. So I'm just gonna like take a guess at what has happened. So defeated Bomb Guardian because I see the temple's already filled in. Gotten the Amber Translator.
Sounds about right.
I'm gonna guess that's it. Unless there's like he went to the
There
part.
was a boss afterwards. He did fight an early game boss. Twice because he died immediately afterwards.
Really game bomb.
Yep.
It was Bomb Guardian, wasn't it?
That was earlier. I think you can just barely see the arena on the left side. There's Dark Samus.
Oh, yeah, that's off screen right now.
Oh, okay. I never know when.
Well, actually, you know what? I should have been able to tell that from the fact that he is past a Dark Beam door right now. in his current room. Should have clocked that. That's on me.
It's not like we expect you to memorize every single room in the entire game twice over.
You know, the sad thing is, I probably could tell you, like, maybe not like specific scans for every room, but like, I would tell you the items or like expansions that are in a given room. Although, if I really want to like get the room names memorized, the best way to do that is just by like playing the randomizer. That's kind of what happened to me with Prime, where it's like, oh yeah, that's what that room name is called.
Yeah, that is the best way to learn them. Unfortunately, it's not as good. It's better. Well, fortunately, it's better than the Super Metroid Rando, where they don't tell you the names.
You just cut
figure
out.
them out from the spoiler log and the tracker. They have some of the most random.
That is weird. Oh, it's me. I'm the problem.
Communications with the Wiimote have been interrupted. We would like to thank you for your time. Goodbye. Hello?
That was weird. So my internet crapped a bit for a little bit.
Yeah, that does seem a bit weird.
Nintendo, why are you telling me about Nintendo GameCube on, Nintendo Switch 2 NSO? You don't even know if I'm gonna have one yet.
How they are enticing you.
It's the Archer meme, stop, I can only get sore.
Yeah, that does seem like they would try and do it with us.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, sorry. Stomach acted up. Had too much
That
grease in
Gull
it.
told me. Grease lightning? Ooh, grease lightning?
Ooh, grease.
Lightning.
Anyway, sorry I wasn't here when you came in.
I mean, you had no way of knowing exactly when I would join, so.
I mean, fair. It ain't like Gull, who, I can tell. I generally have understanding when Gull's gonna enter the call. I hate Ward Wasp.
They're
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 not.
just like an annoyance. They're not like actually threatening, but they just
I feel
hit
like
you when you're like trying to focus on something else, and you're like, really, man? Why you gotta be like that?
it also doesn't help that Prime 2 like has weapon ammo.
See, people say that the ammo system like is annoying,
No,
but
it's not annoying. I get the reasoning for it. I just
like they're,
it's
the
not like,
beams in this game are overpowered.
and I mean to be fair, the last beam in Prime
Like
1.
they gotta have some way of trying to balance them. Now, how effective that balancing is debatable because they're still really powerful, and like as long as you collect, some of the beam ammo expansion,
Yeah.
at least I think it's pretty easy to not run out of ammo.
At the beginning of the game, it's a little bit easier. Especially when you decide to go into the Metroid room. When you really have no reason to. I need Magnet Ball.
For what?
Oh,
Oh, to
this
yeah,
is a one. Motherfucker! I'm like, wait. I don't recognize this place. Oh, right. It's the fucking. I've already wrecked this place.
well,
Dark Samus.
Dark Samus wrecked it.
I mean, I wrecked Dark Samus and Dark's. So, did Gull make the pull?
Make the what?
Did you make the pull?
No, no. I was asking, do you think that Metroid Prime, Dark Samus, their pronouns are he, him, she, her, they, them, or fuck/you?
Probably / you.
Yeah, that's what I thought too.
Fuck/you probably.
I don't think Metroid Prime is gendered at all in its logbook entry. I'm not even sure if they use like Dark Samus either.
You know what? Let's look at Dark Samus.
You can look at the logbook entry.
I mean, this is my nearly 100% logbook. Lore. No. Creatures. No. Offworld.
Off-world, yeah.
Dark Samus.
And it's not dark, because technically she's a light world enemy, even though she has dark in the name.
They call her a she.
Okay. Yeah, that makes sense because clone of
Samus. I always called Metroid Prime also female, but that's just me.
She was the mother of
like the
Metroids.
Mother of a
But
female.
Metroids are also genderless. Or they can all...
No, well,
Queen
there's a queen.
So they're all
yes,
female?
but any Metroid can become...
No.
Yeah, they're hermaphrodites. Any two Metroids can form a unit pair.
We've never actually seen we've only had Metroids have two ways of breeding, and neither of them really include I don't know if the I know the Queen Metroid lays eggs, but you gotta love that the space pirates. For all their supposed love of science, could never fully get to cloning Metroids. They could only do the gamma cloning,
Forced fission.
force fission of
It
them.
didn't even work all that well, from what I remember.
And basically, all of them are basically just like the same Metroid. So technically, all of them.
The baby.
The baby.
Well, the Federation had like made the Federation made a Metroid with a box of scraps.
A box of scraps in a cave. Kind of makes sense that they would be doing so. That they are they're not technological scavengers. They're intelligent. The problem is they're humans.
Yeah. Right. Blue Root Tree. Can I say I really like the design of Blue Root Tree? Shadow, you really like blue. I like blues and greens. Also, you have to remember that the humanity actually had direct help from the Chozo in their thing. While where the fuck am I supposed to go? Red? Am I supposed to go back to the other?
You've got light beam, dark beam.
Yeah. Do I go back to
which dark temple keys do you have? Switch to the dark world. Oh, sorry, it's already on there. So you need the third one.
I have the one.
The third one. Can you go to the dark world for a second?
I am in the dark world.
Well, yeah, on the map, and then scroll over to the temple. Up. Okay, so you got. So yeah, the last one that you need is like, you know where the portal and the Pyro Stronghold is, like the.
That's the one I got the second one from. I think.
Not. Okay, scroll over to go like north.
Find
go up.
Okay.
Now, go back to the map. Let's see. Okay, it's east. In the dark world.
I'm just gonna find where the fucking thing is in the light world then. Okay.
Keep going to the east.
Oh, it's.
Yeah. Go to the dark world.
Already in the dark world. Yeah, it's the way.
Yeah. So it's that room to the west, like with the double. Yeah, light, dark. It's in that direction.
Okay. So it's near the doomed entry. Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So doomed entry is the pirate portal. I believe.
The pirate dark portal.
Yes, the portal to the dark world and well, I mean, technically there's another portal in the pirate area, but there's pirates all over the place. It's pirates all the way down.
Hey, speaking of light world and dark world, which game, Link to the Past or Link Between Worlds, did the light and dark world travel better? Like, I know like but I'm talking about both ways. Like, not like getting to one place is easier than getting to the other, because
I don't know. It's a tough question because Link Between Worlds segments the world, so like you have to enter through certain portals because they just don't connect in other areas, which is kind of annoying. I'd be tempted to give it to Link to the Past.
Yeah, I could see that, but like, I feel like that's like it's more of a way to interconnect, I guess, the light and dark worlds. If I had to explain it. Okay, I need more dark beam ammo and light beam ammo, but I need to. Okay, actually, which had better dungeons? I should ask, like, between the two.
Uh, Honestly, I want to say like Link to the Past has definitively better dungeons, but I just remember them more from having played them like an absolute fuck ton.
You know, that is a fair assumption. By the way, my fucking HDMI cable died during the section, so I died, and I forgot the pause button was 1 or 2. So, oh, hey. Obviously a boss fight. Or a... This theme is specifically the Ing theme, right? That's the fucking logbook entry I was fucking missing.
Congratulations.
Oh, one of two of them. One of the two that I've ran into this fucking stream. Why are they just running into my fucking light thing? Are they dumb? I've learned the surprising thing. The Ing are dumb.
The Ing are incredibly dumb, Shadow. They don't have intelligence yet. Maybe if they took over the rogue planet, they could have gotten better eventually, but no, all they do is consume.
This is still my favorite. I feel like this is still my favorite Prime game. Thematically, I mean. I am definitely better at the Prime 1. Mainly because of the fact that that's available on something I have constant access to. Right.
I have some bad news, guys. The Fire Festival 2 was canceled. Oh, wait, I'm sorry, did I say bad news? I mean hilarious news. You okay there, Red?
His teammates are pissing me off.
It's Spoon.
Cannot wait to get the fuck away from these idiots.
You know, I was hoping to be cool and just hit the portal right when right when the portal opened. Yeah, now I'm gonna go save at the save spot because this is. Red, you get any interesting pulls today in your packs?
I got the mag
What
mortar.
did I get today? What can I remember? I got a full art.
Wasn't the curse of tough, was it?
What?
The cursed Wigglytuff.
No. One second, I can find out.
I got the mag mortar. I needed to get one more item checked off my list from Shining Revelry from a Wonder Pick from you. Shadow.
That's loud.
I'm happy you got the.
Destroy the generators.
I only need 5 more EXs from fucking Shining Revelry because it has like 12.
Oh, okay. I don't know why I thought it was. It was the line.
Yeah,
Sorry, you cut out a little bit there. What was that?
Mammoth swine.
Is that the
Was
one?
full art that I got today.
Is that the one with the where it's protecting the little swine nubs?
Mm-hmm.
That's an adorable full art.
I do like it. Did you? Okay, it looks like you didn't. Do you want a beam ammo expansion?
Yes.
Go back to the room with the turrets in it. I think you did like most of the work without actually picking up the reward.
Well, I mean, I didn't know if I could get the reward right now.
Oh, you can.
I can.
Yep.
Yeah, it just requires an incredibly precise triple bomb jump into a demorph backwards onto a cliff, and now it's probably out in the open.
I don't think Red's gonna have me do that kind of stuff. He knows my.
It's not gonna make you do speedrun tricks.
He's gonna make me do them he's gonna have me try them in Super Metroid, but like that's because I asked for the speedrun tricks. I wanted to.
I cannot learn fast charge. That's the one trick I've done that just refuses to work.
I need to
Fast
practice Super Metroid more. Like, is it easier to?
Short charging. Okay. Speed booster. Just like, what? Fast charge.
Uh, um, Red, is it easier to learn the tricks through actually just playing the game, or is it easier to learn them through randomizers, or a little bit of both?
I mean, if you want to learn a trick, like just practice the trick.
Fair.
I mean, randomizers are a good way to, um, like, actually put tricks into practice. But of course, you don't know if you're gonna need, um,
A trick.
a given trick on a certain run, you know,
Yeah.
or not. So it's not always the most consistent way of fucking teammates. I don't know. I probably need to.
Where do I go, Red? Now that I'm in this.
So it's you have to. Did you shoot the one holding up the skiff on the left side, so that the skiff drops down?
Probably not.
Yeah, there are three of them that you need to shoot.
Oh, that's the thing I was supposed to shoot. Okay, I was wondering why I wasn't. So, go onto the skiff, go onto up there, go through up there, right?
Yep, go across the. If I want to call it a walkway, but
The jump way.
sure, you can call it that, I guess.
Oh, right, I had to get behind there through the beam ammo expansion. Yay, now I can control both light and dark.
I mean, you could before.
Revealing the will of Matanui.
We're getting like. Oh, it's fog. Okay.
So is, I forget. Have they confirmed if Prime 1's just going to be one, Prime 4 is going to be one planet again?
I mean, I probably not, based on just like the intro is going to be on a different planet, but after that, probably.
Okay, fair. So it's like Prime 1's, space frigate, whatever the fuck you call it. Alright, I can get this. And I can sneak out the front. Wasn't War Wasp or like a War Wasp like creature confirmed? Or no?
What?
Was there a War Wasp in any of the?
Also, FYI, in case you're not paying attention to chat, there is someone in chat.
Oh, I can't see the fucking chat right now. Hi. Town
I mean, yeah, we know
Forum.
we know it's a new planet, but
Yeah.
It would
Hi.
be really tough
Hi.
for it
like
not to be.
Talon 4, I assume you mean like a single planet and Prime 3 like planet hopping.
Sorry. It's hard for me to see the fucking chat right now. Hello. Sorry. I am very
Oh, the War Wasps.
War Wasp. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there were War Wasps on Ether, and then I'm trying to remember Prime 3 now.
Prime 3 really didn't have War Wasp, but they had like a similar thing.
They had, discount War Wasps. War Wasps at home.
Ma, I'm bringing home a baby War Waspy.
Please don't. Can you imagine like a wasp, but like
the size of a small puppy.
10 times the size? Yeah, I know they're in 1 and 2. Just don't. Yeah, they're not.
I think there might be War Wasp in Federation Force though.
Yeah, but that's not a numbered Prime game.
I'm like one of the 10 people who purchased the Federation Force. I purchased it twice because someone stole my first copy.
Yeah, I feel like Federation Force is best experienced like with other people, but
Yeah.
who are you gonna find that's gonna play that?
I have 3 people in the call who own Federation Force, don't I?
I don't, so no.
Oh, we can fix that in a minute. We can fix that in a jiffy, Gull. I'm kidding. I'm not gonna force you to. I'm not gonna force you. I have other people I can.
Yeah, Blaze already has it, I'm pretty certain.
Really?
Know a trick to script this section? Use spring ball and double jump and.
Yeah, that's a speedrun trick.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Federation Force came out at the wrong time.
It came out around Other M, didn't it?
No, it came out in between Other M and a year before the announcement of
Dread.
Samus Returns.
Samus Returns.
Oh, Samus Returns.
Yeah, it was 2016. Samus Returns was 2017.
Sadly, I should have bought it back in the day because it is $80 now.
I think the really unfortunate part about Federation Force is that like it's a concept that I like in theory. I just think they did themselves a disservice by like when they announced and the art style that they chose for it.
After Other M and yeah, during the Troid drought that Other M brought.
I mean, Other M is, if you ignore the story, is a good game.
Yeah. Just ignore one of the major supposed selling points.
Yeah, I know.
Why does this room exist in the Dark World? Is there?
Probably a recharge room.
Which room? I'm
Um,
trying to like.
in Cache 4.
I mean, it's a cat, so it's probably
Try
something you can-
try looking below the entrance to the door,
Oh,
like where the darkening door is. Yeah, like below
sorry.
the entrance.
I'm not saying I'm blind, but I'm not
Yeah.
very observant at times, especially when I thought
Baby.
for I
The
thought
baby.
the baby.
The baby.
I'm gonna be honest. Prime 2 is my first Metroid game I played. Technically, I owned Metroid Prime 1 and 2 at the same time, but I'm like, okay, actually,
Yeah, like
the
the baby is very memeable.
My first was Samus 2 Return of Samus on the Game Boy.
you know,
Such a random place to start.
My first is probably Fusion.
Funny enough, I've never owned Super Metroid back in the day. I just bought it for $100 a couple weeks ago. So my second game was no, it was Prime. It was Prime 1. But I think I had Prime 2.
Prime 1, the Super Metroid of the of the Prime games.
I got Prime 1 and Fusion at the same time, then I got Zero Mission.
My history of Metroid is okay. I'm not counting playing the tiny bit of the intro in the demo kiosk that they always had. And also, on the demo. Fusion is basically Other M done 8 years earlier. Now, here's the question. Is Metroid Prime 3 the fusion of the Prime games? As in, it can. Story-wise, it feels a little bit like it.
I mean, it's definitely the most involved story of the Prime series to date.
And plus, it deals with Samus, getting knocked out by Thing, and then gets transformed by the doc.
I mean, realistically, the baby plays a part in Other M, doesn't it?
Yeah.
So it's really it's Super Metroid, but done worse and years later.
I mean, the baby plays a part in the whole, like,
just because
four out of the five of the six of the six 2D games.
Prime 4 is Prime 1 to 3 being a trilogy is related to Dark Samus and Metroid Prime, but Prime 4 is a direct extension of
Hunters.
Is it Hunter? It's Hunters, yeah.
Yeah.
So Metroid Prime Hunters and 4 form a duology. Duology? I don't even remember.
Duology.
It's
It is
duology.
duology. Okay. They form a duology now that'll probably end up getting a third game later, depending on if Nintendo finally gets their head out of their rears and stop. And
Okay,
listen
okay,
to
okay,
them.
okay.
How's Dark Samus going to play a part in Prime 4? That's the neat part. She won't.
Yeah, as far as we know, Silex is a major villain in 4.
There
He's in.
there
he's in-
should not be Phazon in 4.
Should not be. You
Well,
could tell
know,
you
wait
could
wait to see. Yeah, so at the very least, from what we've seen in the trailer and like treehouse footage so far, it appears Silex will at the very least be involved in the early game. I hope he sticks around, and it's not just like the all right, this is your beginning of the game teaser, and that's it. Because I feel like that would be a little bit disappointing and kind of wasting his
should
appearance in
be-
the game.
He's gonna. There's two things. He's either going to be the second boss and become a good guy, or he's going to be the final boss in the game.
He's not gonna become a good guy. At least he's not gonna work together with Samus. That's never happening. And I don't think the Federation is really gonna be too keen on forgiving him either.
I mean, it is the Federation we're talking about. They've been very stupid in the past.
Hey, only some of them are stupid. You have to break the
Yeah, no. It's just been a hot minute since I've done a Morpus.
The baby. The baby.
The baby.
The baby.
Shylock stole the baby. Oh no.
But he didn't steal the baby, because that's different. He stole the Metroid
baby.
clone, a baby.
And Samus had her motherly instincts activated. That's why she decided, oh no, I need to protect the baby.
Don't mess with my bear.
Sure. Especially not after what happened to her baby. She was fused with it.
She's now genetically
She is
connected.
now genetically, and because the Metroids are oh god, what's the word?
It's gonna be the next Ridley of the Prime games. Maybe. Guess we'll see. Second to last boss for this-
I want Kraid to be the new fucking Ridley. I want Kraid to just appear.
Give us Metroid Prime Kraid. You won't.
No. You guys are all wrong. The Ridley of the new game will be. Why haven't
It's
you given
Crocomire.
me the morph
It's
ball yet?
No.
Why haven't you given me the morph ball yet? Where's the morph ball? I feel like I've been through half of the game.
Samus isn't going to blow up the planet because it's her first time visiting, not her second.
You know, the worst part is that works with Dark Ether too, because
It's her.
it's the two halves of Ether. So she leaves Light Ether and goes to Dark Ether.
It's her second ether. Yeah.
You say that, Hydro Taco, but she has only purposely destroyed 2 planets.
One.
The rest of them, is it one?
The
I mean,
technical.
the only one on
three.
purpose is SR3D8.
No, technically, she also purposely destroyed
Well, I mean, I guess
the planet
ether.
Dread.
If we're counting ether, then yeah, I mean, like Dark Ether was.
Oh yeah,
very
3.
much
Didn't she destroy the planet in Dread on purpose as well?
Yeah,
Or is
that's
that
what
Racing
that he already mentioned that. He's
well, that one. Honestly,
planet-
they don't
planet.
explain that one very well.
Yeah, everything starts just falling apart.
Okay, the bottle ship isn't a planet though.
Yeah, so we'll go with 2. SR388.
the
Dark Ether.
the BLS. She dropped BLS on the.
Well, yeah, but yeah, that's SR3D8
Oh yeah.
because it destroyed the planet and the station. Although it does make me wonder about it though, because like you need a lot of energy to just destroy a planet like that. Even if you turn the station into a giant kinetic projectile, which is basically
But, but,
what it's
but,
doing.
but basically, if it was more realistic, like, it would still be destroyed, but it basically have no life on it. Basically, with the
I mean,
with
yeah, you could like create a giant extinction level event, I guess, but they clearly show the planet like blowing up.
blowing the fuck up. Yes.
And the other ones were all bombs planted by someone, usually Mother Brain somehow.
Well, Zebus was kind of just like
yeah, Zeb's just a weird case. The first time you just blow up the base, and then the second time you blow up the entire planet. Why?
Well, that's
I don't know.
Yeah, but both times bombs planted by Mother Brain. There's a chain reaction or something.
It's accelerating. The planet's going to explode. I don't know why, like, my friend and I latched onto that line in particular. I think it's just like with how forcefully it's delivered. It's like
That's because when
etched itself into our memory.
if a planet would explode, it would turn into space dust. If you're sufficiently far away, you wouldn't be able to see anything.
But would it turn into even crazier space dust?
What's the trick to skip a phase on this boss? You can blow the mask off if you manually aim.
Well, I mean, like, you can basically instant destroy it with a charged light shot, but I mean, you can't really skip it. You still have to deal damage to all of them.
Gull, did we have a bot?
Yep, it's okay.
He has been dealt with.
I didn't even see it.
You couldn't see it unless you have admin powers or the ability to see blocked and banned messages.
That's true. Phase is destroyed, so.
But was it her doing it on purpose, or was it her just?
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
I mean, like,
killing the boss
it is. It is a consequence of an intentional action on her part.
Here's the thing.
She destroyed Aurora Unit 313, which was directly tied to the planet and therefore destroyed it.
Did Samus blow up any other games any other planets in the franchise? I don't even remember.
Okay. Okay.
So many side games where I just don't remember. You don't blow anything up in Hunters, do you?
Space station. No. Space station.
No, it's not. They never blow up. It's just it's escape from here, or you will take 100 d8 psychic damage.
So it's more that she can't handle holding the artifact for that long.
You can't handle the truth. Yeah, it's basically just like if you don't escape from there, your mind gets fried. Disregard other M. She's not allowed to have feelings. I mean, she's allowed to have feelings. Just right or better.
I mean, just take it as the Persona 3 the answer. The events of the game happen, but the game isn't canon.
Well, I like how the canonicity of Other M is kind of put into question because
the canonicity.
Do you erase all of the Prime series? Because it doesn't seem like Nintendo wants to do that at this point.
No, they said it's canon, and it's not. Then it's canon again. Nintendo doesn't have a timeline for anything.
Well,
the Prime games make more sense. They at least have a timeline for that. But they also.
I mean, there is a timeline. It's basically just like
everything happens in a fucking
insert
year.
all of the Prime stuff in between 1 and 2.
Yeah.
Which is crazy because they happen 6 months apart. 1 and 2. You're telling me that Samus got these exact 3 large contracts between these 2 games, and then everything happens between 2 and Fusion is insane. Like, the Metroid timeline is the exact opposite of the Zelda timeline, where they just crunch it all into as small of a box as possible. Like, Fusion happens a year and a half after the first game, and Dread's like 3 or 4 months later.
I
It's
don't
legitimately-
like the fact that the fucking timeline is so fucking scrunched.
Yeah,
It's
Fusion to
very
Dread.
condensed.
Like-
Fusion to Dread legitimately has enough time between the two of them that you could fit any other 3 games in between the two of them, and you still probably had a game happening between each other. Like, legitimately,
You could
Prime-
literally have another fucking. You could literally have a reasoning for. You could literally show off. Oh, I'm out of light beam ammo. Whatever. I'll get some more later.
You also don't have to fight these guys. The
I
door's not locked.
I know, but like, I feel obligated to exterminate. Aren't they your favorite species? Like, yes,
so
but
they come out and make
it's
Metroid, the Metroid Dynasty Warriors, whatever that's gonna be called.
Metroid
Warriors
Warriors. No.
I feel like it might be a little bit harder to find. Like,
No.
you know.
A Metroid hero shooter. A Metroid Prime hero shooter. No, they already had that. They had that.
They literally had that. It's hunters.
Yeah.
Although, I mean, it's not really. I mean, I guess you can do teams in it, but it's a little bit more traditional multiplayer.
Yeah, it's
Honestly,
more like a Quake.
Yes, give us more Metroid Prime pinball.
Oh yeah, where does pinball fit on the timeline again?
it's same
Is that-
same place as.
Alternate reality of Prime.
No. It is literally the Federation being like, we need to sell. We need some money off of Samus. Can we sell your fucking? Can we sell your thing as a pinball table? Do we still have pinball tables? It is the one technology. It is like the one thing that's still like relatively archaic. I mean, pinball tables. I love pinball tables. I just not very good at playing them. But
I mean, I won't claim to be amazing at pinball, but you know, as long as I don't have to pay for it, you know, I'll give it a shot.
there's like
I didn't think I have a copy of Metric Pinballs.
no. I want them.
I own Metroid Prime pinball. I even have the Rumble Pack.
Oh my
I-
god. I forgot that Federation Forces in 4 happens after Prime 3, but before Fusion.
Yes.
No, and before Metroid 2.
Yeah.
Oh god.
Because Metroid still fucking exists.
The timeline, for reference, is Metroid 1, Prime 1, Hunters, Prime 2, Prime 3, Federation Forces,
4.
Beyond, Metroid 2, Super Metroid, Other M, Fusion, and then Dread.
She literally has to be doing something once a month. I feel like I feel like poor Sam. Unless like this is just like one. I honestly, if like I had like a talk with like Nintendo, I'd be like, okay, first thing we're going to stretch the fucking timeline a little bit. Not necessarily like the year and a half it fucking is.
Yeah, and priorities really being in Samus Returns makes Prime canon again. Dread, some fish making the retcon, directed to parents. On Dread related episode of the Power Count, 2D Metroid Metroid Dimension, Metroid Digital. Both the primes.
Dimension Prime 1, which is Prime 2, Prime 3, Federation Force. Yeah, that looks correct.
Now that Metroid lands among the images utilized part of the game's endings. So find the player complete hard mode at a specific time and utilize those artworks in the storage chapter 17. The Super Metroid image also releases other elements, which may Samus trying to take away the biggest part of his sacrifice. I've seen
Oh,
footage of
it's
the other M
like the other iteration of that cutscene.
The extra image of Adam Malkovich with his other M design. Envisioned by less executed series of Defy the Federation.
Yeah, I mean, like, going off of the design isn't necessarily an indication of canonicity. You have to return the energy.
Yeah, I
On
realized
top
that.
of that, it just means that they found a logo they liked and decided to keep using it.
Oh, well, yeah, like you're talking about for like the Galactic Federation, yeah, because that logo design came from Other M.
I thought it came from.
Metroid Fusion Ripley because of these scenes are other kinds of the small network of the biologic space laboratories.
Or just do skips and never return the energy. Better yet, just, go to Sanctuary first, restore the energy, get the light suit, and then never have to worry about it again. For any of them.
I mean, yeah, but me getting a light suit would just be basically mean, oh, I can make the rest of the fucking game easier. Honestly, here's the thing with the Prime versus the quote-unquote mainline games. And right now, I'm pretty sure because of the success of the Prime remaster, and the like, Nintendo would prefer the boss of. It's also the Prime and the regular Metroid teams kind of have a I don't want to say dick measuring contest, but
Everything's a dick measuring contest nowadays.
it
What are you talking about?
the directors were, I don't know if the directors between of the Prime games and the regular. I forget the name of either of them.
You're talking about like, so Yoshio Sakamoto is the director for the 2D games.
Yeah, who
And
is
you're basically referring to his dislike of the Prime continuity.
The only reason why lights are required is because some of
Some of
the
the Sky Temple keys, yeah.
Purple Forp water. I like that. That's
Flurple water. Well, and I mean, it's also required to get into the Sky Temple because it's a beam of light.
Alright, I gotta get to bed. Remember to drink all of your Purple Forp water, guys.
I've got some purple flurp water right here.
Oh, that's good.
I got clear for water. I don't know.
Yummy.
But
tasty.
Here's the thing, because like I remember saying like Nintendo was really surprised by how well the Prime Remaster did, so they're like, you know what, like, this is a mainline, Prime is a mainline game. and
For it not to be like the only reason that you'd like.
No, not
really
Dread,
have the
Other M.
Well, yeah, other M. I mean, the thing is,
Other M, as much as I would like for it to not be canon, I just kind of
No, mainline. No, mainline doesn't mean it's not canon. I don't know. Like, God.
This thing of it.
I just prefer to not think about it if I don't have to.
Yeah, I was gonna say, if the Metroid timeline is made up, and none of it matters anyway. It's just like Whose Line.
The rules are made up and the points don't matter.
Yeah, but like I spent a good portion of my life like memorizing lore and stuff. Like,
well, no, just think of it this way, Shadow. Other M is like Whose Line is it anyways points. The story doesn't matter. It's all made up.
okay, fair.
It's
Well,
just
I need to
ignore it.
play. I need to play Other M actually because, like,
I've heard the gameplay is alright.
Yeah, it's
People like it.
it's not perfect. There are some like awkward things
it
to
it,
it.
it is.
Mostly the missile controls, like having to point at the screen to aim, and also concentrating to restore health, which is kind of weird. But um, there's some cool aspects to it, like the dodging. You get an
Same as-
auto charge off of a dodge, the overhead, and other kill moves.
The dodge basically I'm guessing became the.
The dodge is really spammable though. Like it's super. You can just like tap a button, like the movement button away from an enemy, um, and there's no punishment for doing that like ever.
The finishers are kind of cool. I've seen some of the finishers and they're cool, but like, I think like I
Dun, dun, dun.
Other M is
Damn.
Other M is
Dun, 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 dun.
do 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 do. You know,
Have a good
beside
night,
besides the the subject matter of those games, uh, the the those games are actually are really fun. The
What game?
Duke Nukem.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I don't really know anything about Duke Nukem really.
Besides, it's Duke Nukem's kind of a misogynic asshole. Ironically, like modern Duke Nukem, like people doing modern Duke Nukem shorts have actually made him less of a fucking asshole.
Yeah, I don't know if I would put it at like number one or not, but it's definitely up there. Probably my favorite area theme from this game.
Torvis
very
Bog.
least. Oh. Okay, I like the upper area music a little bit more. Yeah, I know Subterraneous Torvis Bog is the Red Brent Star theme, and it's very good. But
I always, when I hear that, I always think it's the Meridia theme because I didn't play that. I didn't play Super Metroid as much as I played any of the other Metroids. I'm gonna be honest, like
it's not Meridia. Meridia has a different theme.
I know it's just the fact that it's the water area in this game, and it feels very appropriate with water though.
The Red Brent Star theme, you mean?
Yeah.
I mean, there's a reason why they used it.
This is
It fits.
yes.
Yeah, I mean, I can definitely see that. The Red Brent Star Subterranean Torvis Bog theme is definitely more relaxing.
It's cool that they used it as a. I'm going through like 15 different Chozo names. Quiet Robe. I got it this time.
Metro games, yes. I mean, there are some ones that have slightly weaker soundtracks, like
Metroid.
Dread. Not every track in Dread is an absolute banger, but none of them are bad.
Metroid 2.
Metroid 2, they're not bangers, but
They're not the
it's
worst.
intentional.
Yeah.
They're serving a purpose of making you feel unsettled.
I'm here to
Or
make
in the
it,
case of the tunnel, is a banger.
I'm here to make a admission. The only version of Metroid 2 I've beaten is AM2R. That's because my favorite 2D Metroid. There will always be the weaker soundtrack in a game full of. Yeah. As a Mega Man fan, the where 90% of the time the music is good, but there's always that one soundtrack, except for my favorite Mega Man. One of my favorite Mega Man. M2 is a good one. Yes, it is. Like, it combines the, like, my favorite parts of different, okay. Pathway to Torvis. Unlock that while I talk to Moth.
Yeah, at this point, I think, like, even though I haven't played it as much, AM2 is probably my favorite iteration of the Metroid 2 story.
Yeah.
Samus Returns, like, even though I've played it a lot, like, I feel like by playing it as much as I have, it's kind of
Yeah, you must.
highlighted the problems that it has.
It not being as fast as AM2R or Dread.
Oh, I mean, it's not necessarily the speed, it's just, the Metroids running away from you gets really annoying after a while. And unless you, like, learn how to do cycle skips on them, it's gonna happen on every playthrough, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it had some things over AM2R, like it, you know, it had the cool finishers on some of the fights that you could do, but overall it's just like, yeah, AM2R has better movement and
More bosses. AM2R is more actual bosses.
yeah, well, I mean, like, they both added stuff, but yeah, like AM2R added more
And tried
to flesh out the bosses.
and more tried to connect with Fusion, I feel like.
Yeah, kind of. Then the other thing I think that really seals it for me is Samus Returns just, I don't want to say, like, craps on the original's ending, but it doesn't understand the tone that the original ending was going for. Both in the area leading up to the Queen Metroid fight and afterwards. Like, don't get me wrong, I like the Proto Ridley fight. It's fun, but it completely changes the ending in terms of, like, oh, I'm having a peaceful, contemplative, you know, walk back to the surface with my new baby.
With my new
Versus,
child.
oh shit.
Oh sh.
We're fighting for our lives.
Honestly, like aim not AM2R, but Return to Samus is like, oh, Ridley appeared to try to take Metroid. Makes her Metroid. Super Metro. I was about to call it Metroid 3. Whatever. It's still technically Metroid 3, so I'm calling it Metroid 3.
No, it's Metroid 3. That hasn't changed.
Yeah. I mean, it is mainline Metroid 3.
The Prime titles in between notwithstanding. It's called Metroid 3, and they've kept on with the numbering even after, you know, the Prime games came out.
Yeah. Super Metroid has the fucking word was.
Yeah, and they I forget if it appears on the title screen or not, but I know in a trailer for Dread they announced it as Metroid 5, because I remember being super hyped when that showed up in the direct, because, like, that is how I envisioned them announcing it, is like, you know, maybe a little bit of footage, but then just, like, black screen, just put Metroid 5 up there. And they did it.
Yes.
They actually did it.
But like, it makes like, her leaving the them at the Federation post by itself, it makes her seem a little bit more dumb because she just had to deal with Rid. Like, I don't know how long it is in between. How much, like, because 2 and 3 can't take too much time in between each other because she gets the baby. She gets the baby. She fights not Meta Ridley. Sorry, I'm trying to find a name, but like brain.
Proteus Ridley, if you're referring to the one in Samus Returns.
Yeah. Proteus Ridley. She finds the riddles, and then like she delivers it to the Federation. I would. This is just me. I don't know if this is anyone else, but this is just me. I fucked myself, haven't I?
Just so undo this one. You already did the one on the other side, right? Like closest to the thing. Okay, yeah. So just go back, undo the bomb slot on the one you just did. And then go all the way to the left, and then go left to right. You might have needed to do, let's see, yeah, because that one will close the one to the left. And yeah, this one's also behind you. Yeah, so you're good to go.
But the other one was behind. I don't know. It's So what system was Prime 4 originally gonna be on? Was it the
Switch? Like Switch 1.
Like it wasn't gonna be on the Wii U at all?
Oh, never. Like it was announced in 2017. The Switch was already out at that point.
Okay, I wasn't for sure. Imagine, okay, I feel like Federation Force would have handled a lot better if they announced like, well, we also have in early in like planning stages another Metroid 2 a Metroid 2 remake happening instead of waiting until after Federation Force was it a year after Federation Force they announced it, or was it
roughly?
No, you're.
I mean, it was like announced, and then it just came out within like 3 or 4 months. Like I think they announced it like It probably would have been like during E3, and then it just came out in September.
I feel like Metroid Returns was like a little bit too little too late. I feel like.
It was just oddly timed in terms of being uh um 3DS game after the Switch had already released. And I know, the reason behind that is because they're obviously, working on it before the Switch came out, and it just wasn't done quite yet, but
Yeah, but
it is kind of unfortunate that it's just sort of stuck on there for now.
Yeah. And the only way to play Metroid 2's story on the Switch is through the original Metroid 2. Which, not a bad game, but, like, horribly outdated. Dorvis. Look at it. It's raining.
Shriek bats. It is raining.
We could use some rain. I mean, it's supposed to rain. I mean rain, not storm. Like, what the fuck are these things again? Dead. They're dead.
Like shredders?
Shredder!
Shredded. And they're gone.
Red, have you watched the first motion picture TMNT, the '89 one, or the late '80s early '90s one?
Definitely not the whole thing. Maybe bits and pieces, but I don't really remember.
It's a really good movie. It wants me to go into the water right now, right?
Yeah.
Reddit. But like the off Metroid for a tiny bit onto the thing. That movie is really good. The first one is. I haven't watched the most I've watched of oh no, it's the fucking phasing plants. Not phase.
Not phasing though. That's a different enemy in a different game.
And that's just literally a reuse of the Inglet.
Yep. Like, hey, we want to use this enemy design, but they don't exist anymore.
It would have been cool to see like other levels of the phasing, but like I know the fate like the Ing isn't supposed to be the main the main draw anymore. It's old news. It's 3 years old. It's old news. You're old newsing.
All right. So, in case you're wondering why I haven't like dropped off already, I'm making poor life choices and staying up until midnight to see if I can try to get a Switch pre-order
I mean, GameStop has it at 11 o'clock, I think.
at 11.
I might be wrong.
I thought it was just like midnight Eastern, 9 Pacific, just everywhere.
Maybe, I don't know.
Wait 1 second. I literally have the page up. Let's see. It just says coming soon, but that doesn't say exactly when. Oh, sorry, GameStop. Let's see. It says start on April 24th. So like, that would be at 11 because that would be before April 24th.
Fair. But, I mean, I'd refresh the page when it gets to 11. Just to be safe.
I mean, I could do that.
But I don't have the money right now, and I'm hoping I'm on one of the raffle winners. Like, literally, then my mom said she'd help me. I don't like... If I get... And she'd, like, said, I had to actually deal with the Raptors! Ah! Raptors.
Yeah. Never go.
The Prime 1 versions of these never scared me as much as these fuckers did.
Yeah, these ones are more threatening.
I've died
Like,
to these...
she goes like, they can bite at you, and they've got the projectile and the freeze breath, and it's a lot easier to avoid. Like,
and they don't
the
jump...
lightning's faster. The Grenchlers are, I would say, they're more aggressive about biting you than the Sheegoths tend to be.
They also can... I don't remember the Sheegoths jumping a fucking mile in the air.
Yeah, they don't really do that.
Like,
they're just more mobile, more aggressive. Now, you know. Honestly, even with like the kind of overpowered beams, like Dark Beam in particular, they're still not the most trivial enemies to take down. You still have to like break the butt and then deal damage beyond that.
I feel like the butt does... Torvus Bog is kind of the difficulty increase. Like, oh, you have both the main beams you're gonna have for a while. Well, I'm sorry, you die now. Grenchlers. And that's before... I missed this E-Tank.
Yeah, I mean, like, at this point, there's, like, one more energy tank that you could have right now, and that's it.
I think I could have 5 energy tanks at most.
Not yet. So, only 4.
I thought there was one in, the first area I could have probably gotten, but, like, is now unavailable because of...
Aegon?
Yeah. No, the tutorial.
Temple Grounds?
Temple Grounds.
Are you talking about like the one that's in the hub area just through the missile door? Or...
Yeah, I think so.
Kind of surprised that you missed that one because it's like you go buy it right after getting missiles.
I don't...
So there's that one. Let's see. Now I need to like get remind myself where.
I might be wrong though. I think I might have got them all, but like I don't
So there's one that I usually don't go back for that you can. It's just a little bit out of the way.
know. I don't have the dark visor. These are legitimately a threat without the...
just use a charged dark beam shot on them and then they stop moving. Yeah, these guys are like, I don't say like a trap, but like they're dark commando pirates. You think, oh, you know, it's dark enemy, I should use the light beam on them, but
The
yeah,
dark beam is the most...
freeze them and then insta kill them with a missile.
The charged dark beam is the most powerful beam in this game.
I mean, like, don't undercut charged light beam. It does a shit ton of damage.
Oh no. I know, as someone who uses it against certain bosses that sponges. They sponge a lot of damage. They sponge. Oh hey, more missiles. Missile expansion required. Acquired, not required. You know, I'm not even dealing with you, you dumb... Hey, Red, am I able to get that missile expansion yet?
Not right now.
Okay.
You're not supposed to be able to.
Grenchless. Are you seeing? I forget. That is power bomb, right? That's power bomb.
Yes, Denzium in this game. It's too Denzium for normal bombs.
Energy tank required. I'm gonna be honest, last time I streamed this, I wasn't necessarily feeling it as much as I am today.
Are you feeling it now, Mr. Krabs? Are you feeling it?
Are you feeling it, Mr. Krabs? Are you? Mr. Krabs?
Why are we doing a Squidward voice?
Sorry, I can't, I'm trying to do a SpongeBob, it just devolved into Squidward.
You just retain too much of the, you know, nasal intonation.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. SpongeBob also has a little bit of nasal, but it's not as much
A bit, but it's not as much.
It's hard. Ah, hey! It's a pirate drop shit. Hey. I mean, skiff. You can tell, like, this is when they were start being like, oh, hey, Halo's popular. Let's try to add some Halo stuff to it. Granted, it's not.
What I find interesting is that, like, the two series basically released in lockstep for the first few entries.
Yeah.
I thought, so is Halo CE first? Let me double check
I
that.
think
Yeah,
it
okay. Halo CE came out a year before Prime, but I think Halo 2 was Halo 2 was 2004, which was when Prime 2 came out, and then they three both
came
Prime
out.
3 and Halo 3 came out in 2007. So
All right. You. Hold on. There. Die to the darkness in your soul. And I mean your soul. I mean my soul. Super missile. I love super missile.
it's like 5 regular missiles, but all at the same time.
Except there's also that in this game as well.
Yeah, but that one's like significantly less cool. Although I Seeker missiles are weird. They're like usually not better than just using a super, but there are like a select few cases where it's like using Seekers is actually the optimal thing to do. Like one of them's during the next major boss fight. Because it's actually it's more efficient to
the temple boss fight.
the temple boss fight, Chika. It's more efficient to use Seekers on all of them because you can break them in only 2 cycles, where it would take 4 if you used Supers.
Alright.
But like, unfortunately, doesn't really get much better than that.
In Dread, the seeker, is it the seeker missile in that as well, or the
No, it's storm missiles.
storm? They function as the seeker missile, right?
Yeah, pretty much. It's Seeker missiles, but what if there were 3 of them every time instead of 1?
Time for dark is over. Good hunting, and may the light of Aether guide your aim. You know, people say that there are some people who say that the light and dark, the light and dark beam is probably the light and dark, like the Aether stuff is probably not as strong as some of the later stuff. Like, we have no really tune for that because the fact that unlike the rest of the suits, Samus doesn't bring these forward. She leaves basically everything here.
Well, I mean, it's not really like hers to keep.
Yeah. Yeah, I know.
They technically belong to the Luminoth, so at
It-
least there's a good reason for her to actually give them back.
yeah.
Although technically, in the final cutscene, you just have whatever beam you last had equipped on, so you can just be like, nah, I think I'll keep this beam. Although I think that goes away when she appears at this ship. And you get like the, take off the suit if you've gotten 75%.
Should I be already heading down here already?
Do you have boost ball? I know the answer to that question.
No, but we can hear the music for a tiny bit.
You can do that, if you're so inclined.
Sorry, like my fucking my thing is not as responsive as my old um sensor bar. It's a little bit higher than it was, so I can't really necessarily do as many damage.
You can just go with the eternal sensor bar of 2 candles. Never fails except for when the candles run out.
Have a built-in sensor, like just make a custom TV with a built-in sensor bar.
Honestly, it is kind of cool that, like, because of the way that the technology works, you don't actually need to use the sensor bar.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, man, I wish there were like a more convenient way to get this working.
I understand the reason why the sensor bar wasn't built into the console as well. I
Well, I
mean,
mean, yeah, you have like different setups they have to account for,
yeah.
in terms of like people could be playing like at a monitor, at a TV. It could be situated above or below. That's why there was a setting for it.
I also wish the sensor. I'm happy that the sensor bar is basically just a power cable to 2 infrared signals, but
Yep.
oh, my stomach is acting. What the fuck did I have? Hi, Grandchiller. Uh, you know what the funny part is? Last night I did, like this morning I did have a dream about velociraptors. Granted, yesterday I was playing the Jurassic Park SNES game, but that usually doesn't give me the like a dream about running away from velociraptors. I had to crawl into a hole, into a gap, to get away from the velociraptors. Yeah, it's almost like your mind was preparing you for this. I forgot I was playing this tonight, I'm gonna be honest. Okay, still in Torvis Bog, right?
Yes. You're heading for that. Well, it's not the red door, but it's in that area. You need to go. It's in the lower level of the temple. The light beam door.
Oh. A Grinchler, fuck off. I don't wanna see you right now, Mr. Velar.
Well, actually, I guess it's not a light beam door in the main room. That's the next door afterwards.
Whatever, I just need to get to the... Honestly, regular Torvis Bog is a really cool theme. But not as cool as pulls a picture of Hans Moleman. Wait, why is Hans Moleman... Why did I get this picture of Hans Moleman? Hans Moleman. Production presents getting hit in the crotch by a bat, by a football. Oh, right. The Dark World version of this room has the first introduction
Oh,
to the...
did you grab the missile?
What missile?
In the previous room, you triggered the fight with the commandos. Keep walking forward. It's back in the tunnel room, yeah.
No, I didn't. I don't think.
Yeah, so it's like right near the entrance. Like on the grating. So that the entrance from the temple side.
Yeah, no, I figured. I'm already halfway there once you said the entrance. You know what's great, Grenchler? You don't like super missiles.
They are allergic to them. It is known.
I mean, a lot of things are allergic to a super missile. I mean, I'm allergic to regular missiles. I take one and then I just keel over. Actually, there's not much left for me to keel over. Regular dark pirate. Regular pirate.
Which, incidentally, are also susceptible to dark beam.
They're also susceptible to explosions. No.
Specifically after the dark beam.
Did I scanned you, right? Anyway, Oh. Or they just...
At least these guys don't teleport. JK. At least they don't spend a lot of time cloaked. Everyone say hi to the energy tank you can't get until like way later.
Yeah. The Dark World really just looks fucking funky. And now let us introduce to these bastards.
Huntering.
But they're really dumb. A lot of them just like to walk into the fucking light.
Well, so only the final beam that actually makes them go ooh shiny, but honestly, sometimes I swear they like actively avoid light beacons. Like, I know what you're trying to do, and I'm determined to make it not work.
Oh, they 100% are programmed that way. Like it,
You gotta tempt them with a little darkness, and that's when you hit them with the light. That's when you hit them with the Kingdom Hearts' light.
The ink would never survive Kingdom Hearts. Do you think, like, lore-wise, do you think the Emperor Ing would have been a bigger threat if it wasn't the fact that the Luminov had basically, like, developed every fucking technology? Like, to deal with it?
I mean, it's hard to say because, like, I don't know how the Ing would have expanded their influence beyond Ether.
Like,
Because they, I mean, I guess they can possess light world beings, but we don't really know how far that goes. Like, you know, obviously it would work because the light and dark worlds are occupying dimensions that are like next to each other in space.
technic.
Off world, they might not be able to do anything about if, you know, the dark world didn't exist outside of dark ether.
Yeah.
Honestly, like the whole fact that it's like in a separate dimension is like kind of weird because Metroid hasn't really gone there before and they haven't gone there since.
Hey, it's Spinny Boy. Is there any
Any what?
Incat? No, there's not any Incat. It's just a fuck.
No, if you want to get health back, it's just standing in one of the safe zones.
No, I wanted light BB ammo. I'm gonna be honest.
Oh. I mean, you've got basically full missiles. Supers work pretty well on them too.
Am I sure I'm playing on veteran difficulty? It really doesn't feel like it.
I unfortunately don't remember the damage numbers offhand to be able to tell you, so. I feel like 30 seems pretty normal for that attack.
No, I'm talking about, like, it feels like I'm dealing more
You need
damage.
to, yeah, use bombs when it's in the
Yeah.
reddish puddle.
Sorry, it's been a hot minute since I've done a Metroid
Yeah.
Prime.
I just figured I'd let you know because, you know, you're on like on a timer here and I don't want you to like go too long in the fight without knowing what to do, and then you just miss out on your opportunity as a result.
So them trying to get onto your suit, is that them trying to possess you, basically?
Yep. I believe, at least with certain enemies that try to possess you, there's a like notification, like a message pop up that says like, you know, possession failed.
The Boost Ball Guardian is only threatening because of the fucking artificial timer you're on.
Yeah, I mean, you know, you actually have to not get hit by it too. It's not just, you know, timer. I'm sure that's the, you know, sure that's the reason, you know, most people end up dying is just because, you know, there's no way to like recover health outside of the pillars or the inglets.
Oh wait, it actually destroyed a pillar for once.
Sorry, destroyed two.
I mean...
First one happened at like the very beginning though.
Yeah. I hit the damage. There's
no damage cap in this. It's just after a certain amount of time, he makes himself invulnerable because, you know, reasons.
Because this again is just a fight against the fucking timer. Oh no.
You versus Dark Ether. Yeah,
And
oh yeah, I was about to say, like, this would be a great time for it to destroy one of the pillars.
Yeah, and then
Also, one thing you have access to that I don't think you've been doing is you can spring ball jump over him.
Right. I tend to forget that spring ball is a thing.
It could be me playing like, you know, Prime 2 randomizer on GameCube and not have it as an option. So honestly, I feel like that, if anything, makes this played significantly easier. You still have to like execute on the rest of it, but it makes it a lot easier to avoid getting hit when he's boosting around.
Oh, you are so dead. Oh, heal me. Please.
Yeah, you're fine.
I can't die in the cutscene, right?
No, your health does not tick down, and also he drops like a shit ton of pickups afterwards. Like, you have like a minute before you would die. once the fight was over.
And now we have the close thing to the boost, to the speed booster, the boost ball.
Honestly, as far as like, you know, Prime specific upgrades go, boost ball is definitely up there.
Yeah, it does make.
It does, just for how much it changes like how you play the game.
Yeah.
There's a reason why it's in all of them. Like not even Spider Ball is in all of them before you say, wait, which one? Prime Hunters. But that one also didn't have like a lot of upgrades in general, so. Just make sure you got the key, right?
Yeah, I got the key.
Okay, yeah, I'm sort of like, you know, half paying attention, so.
I can look at the map just to show you. Wait, that's the inventory. This is the map.
Yeah.
There, see?
Map it, map.
Buy some crack. Oh, hey. Give me.
What's up?
This, I know it's still like a full minute, like a good minute, but still, like
You're at the same point.
Yeah.
You know, so.
And I think that's probably a good point to end the stream.
So, you know, first of like 2 major hurdles for this area.
First of 2 major hurdles in the game. Okay, that's a lie.
It depends on the difficulty that you're playing on. Oh, right. My brain doing like, oh right, you said veteran earlier. That's just the normal difficulty.
Yeah.
Yeah, that looks like veteran damage to me. Is what I remember, but. Yeah, it's kind of crazy that they just put like the 2 hardest mini bosses in the game back to back.
Right, no, whatever. I don't need to do this anymore. Anyway, thank you all for coming. Thank you, Hydra Taco.
I think they left a long time ago. They haven't chatted in like.
No, I'm aware they left a long time ago.
Okay.
But like, if they ever want to like watch the VOD, just like know that I appreciate them watching.
We acknowledge your existence.
We acknowledge you. Until next time, fare thee well. Bye bye. See you all later. Arf, 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 arf.